Welcome to another edition of the Hologram News Network. On this week's episode, our main headline features a high-profile case in which Star Atlas detected accounts allegedly complicit in the scamming of Star Atlas assets. While the criminal case is likely straightforward, the legal precedent it sets draws into question the authority of Automata to act unilaterally. Filling in for Kriggs, I'm Sif, and you're listening to the Hologram News Network. As we close out February, all eyes now turn to March for the target release of the first iteration of Sage. With 30 days remaining in the first quarter of 2023, the clock is ticking for Automata to meet their target launch date of the Sage Movement module by the end of March. With no real update since the town hall at the beginning of February, one can hope that the development team is all hands on deck to meet the timeline. Those looking forward towards the Sage Movement module know that at least one Fimble tank ship is on the line. In a minor announcement, Michael Wagner revealed that Episode 3 of the core graphic novel would also be available as loot in the module, further implying other rewards as well. Turning towards other Star Atlas news, this week saw the integration of Jupiter Swap, the leading decentralized exchange on Solana, directly into the Star Atlas marketplace. Jupiter is popular amongst both Solana and Star Atlas users for having one of the best exchange rates between cryptocurrencies, as well as being easy to use. According to estimates by the Star Atlas Marketplace team, the integration of Jupiter will reduce the new player onboarding time by approximately 50 minutes. Star Atlas players no longer have to leave the Star Atlas website to conduct transactions with Jupiter, and Jupiter will likely find its way into the overall Unreal Engine 5 showroom experience. In the broader Solana ecosystem, a network upgrade from 1.13 to 1.14 caused a slowdown in transaction speeds, driving a restart of the entire network. The outage lasted for a majority of Saturday, but by Saturday evening, enough validators were available to restart the network. In additional Solana news, the Solana mobile phone saga is set to make a debut sometime next week in reports from CoinGape. And that's it for news highlights this week. Stay tuned after the break. We talk Star Atlas scammers and the ability for Star Atlas NFTs to become frozen. But first, a quick message from our sponsors.
This week's episode is brought to you by TikuBot. Automate your market buy and sell orders with ease and peace of mind. While you're away, TikuBot keeps your orders in play. Learn more at tikubot.com. That's TIGUBOT.com. TikuBot, your market made ready.
Our main feature this week is titled Star Atlas Nabs 2 Scammers and Freezes Assets. Earlier this month, developer Automata took unilateral action in freezing Star Atlas assets held by 2 separate wallet accounts. These actions were taken against 2 wallets involved in what was likely suspected to be the scamming of Star Atlas assets. Independent blockchain analysts provided H&N with the details of Star Atlas freeze actions late on February 24th. A little-known fact about Solana NFTs is that the ability to freeze a token is retained by the mint account, thus granting Automata the ability to freeze game assets. The actions of Automata have generated a wide variety of discussions and stances on the matter. Hear what Metaverse Nomads had to say on their show.
There is, I can go and read an audit that says here is why this action was taken, and here's the proof that we have that this took place. Because the truth is, I don't feel good about Star Atlas or any other company just saying, you know what, we determined that these assets should be frozen and therefore we took action. That to me is alarming. I'm not sure that I like that happening unless there is some process and some way that it can be verified.
Others defended Automata's actions, stating that the removal of bad actors within the ecosystem is beneficial for the community overall, and that Automata knew what it was doing with the process. While the freezing of accounts or assets is not unique to Web3 gaming, the stakes for doing so are certainly higher. In traditional gaming, if a player violates a company's terms of service, the resulting action is usually a temporary or permanent ban of the player's account. When this occurs, the violating player loses nothing but the time they put into the game and may suffer a bit of wounded pride. However, in Web3 gaming, should a player's account or assets become frozen, the implication is that real monetary value is now the subject of legal action. The freezing of assets could cost an individual hundreds or even thousands of dollars. It is, without a doubt, that violators of the common Star Atlas good should be punished accordingly. this does beg several legal questions. Who determines by what judicial standard if an account should or should not be frozen? By what judicial process does said authority reach a conclusion or determination of guilt? Is said verdict appealable or are decisions permanent? These questions have generated enormous debate in the Star Atlas governance channel. While the ultimate way ahead on the matter is unclear, we'll continue to monitor the dialogue. And that concludes this week's episode. Make sure to subscribe to get notified when our episodes release, and that you get the Atlas news you need to stay one step ahead. Once again, I'm your host, Sif, and you're listening to the Hologram News Network.